would forget, but the mind is a cage, and the longer that we age, our brains become the stage of the drama and the rage. And I'm pretty medicated if you had to ask me. Sativa dreams got me singing songs like me, but a band-aid covers up the pain is all, cause I'm going cuckoo bananas waiting for your call, waiting on your call, so I'm hopping in my car. No speed limit, it won't take me too long. This shit could get a little spooky. Tell the neighbor there's nothing to see. I'm sliding through your streets and I'm swerving around them curves. I'm climbing through your hedges and I'm through the front door. Didn't I tell you not to panic? This shit isn't peculiar. I'm manic. Hello, everyone. Welcome. It is Sunday. I've got earbuds in. I promise you they are essential. Can you hear me? Tell me in the chat if you can hear me right now. I can't even talk. Welcome to a Kiki with me. Home of the Green Chair Chats, home of the Revolution Redemption, home of the Revolution Rehabilitation, and of course, as always, y'all already know what the home is. It is also the home of speculation, not confirmation. Hello, welcome. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon. We have got an iconic and legendary, phenomenal guest today, and you can bet your 1,000% that you will enjoy the conversation and all of the stories that we're going to get into today. First off, I want to say hello to you guys. If you haven't purchased merch, Speculation Not Confirmation merch, please go right on ahead and do that. It should be down in the description box, or maybe there's like a little shelf. Either way, it's in the description box. Check out the brand new merch. I'm going to go ahead and spoil our special guest. I'm not going to tell you who it is all the way, but I'm going to tell you to subscribe to their YouTube channel because it is a gift from up above. So right after the Revolution Redemption, we will be kikiing with our guest. So hold tight and don't leave because this going to be an episode that y'all going to love, and I promise you that. 901 Erica is already here and said, let's kiki. Good. You guys are ready? Let's hit it. As you guys know, I start off every stream, every kiki with a little positivity. So right now in the chat, if you are watching right now, can you please say something positive about life, something positive about yourself? Maybe it's something positive about a celebrity that you love. Please feel free to leave some positivity in the chat. I will get started and say that First, I'm very excited that we're having a guest today. That's something that's positive. I'm very excited because I feel like this guest is just going to bring that zing to my zest, and I know that this is a person that you guys all want to see. So get excited for that later on in the show. Also, I want to say something positive about all of the celebrities that are donating to the Black Lives Matter movement, and they're not exactly being performative about it. They're not going out and taking 50,000 pictures. I really enjoy sort of like the donations that are like, I don't really know much about Black Lives Matter, but I know that it's wrong, and I know that I have a platform and I should donate. So shout out to all of those celebrities that realize that sometimes their voice doesn't need to be heard in a moment, and sometimes opening your purse does wonders. So that is something positive. Let me jump down in the chat and see what y'all are talking about. So Kelly is saying, I will be able to see the king and queen of D. Patricia says, I'm alive and healthy. Stephanie says, I can't handle the epicness. Kelly is always sending all of the positivity. Hi, Bernice. Anastasia. Kayla, oh my God, Kayla, you got your merch in the mail and you love it? I need to see it. If you have my merch, first of all, let me say this. If you have my merch, and you didn't open up that Instagram, and you ain't take no fly photo, and you ain't tag me in no fly photo, y'all need to get to work. I want to see y'all speculating. I want to see y'all with y'all beautiful face masks on. If it's, that kind of situation where you are right now, I want to see the fashions. I want to see all of the glory. I want to see the style. No Harry. You know what I mean? What else y'all talking about today? I'm glad that y'all are getting the merch, first of all, because honestly, you guys, I thought that it was going to be like 3 people, including my mom, getting the merch, but it's a lot of people buying the merch. Like I've been telling you guys, already working on what's next. Hang tight. Don't worry. It's going to be something to die for. All right, so Mally is waiting for their sweatshirt. Jessica says, positivity vibes. This is my first Sunday chilling in my new home with my puppy dog, Rebs. See, initially I thought it said Reba, and I was about to get excited. I don't know much about Reba, but my friends are from the South. And if you have a friend from the South, 9 times out of 10, they love Reba. So shout out to Reba. Gabby says, I'm exhausted, but I'm glad we have this Kiki. And I am also glad to have this Kiki. Like I always tell you guys, it gives me a purpose to wake up today. Now, one more thing I want to say before we really push full steam ahead is, I know if you have been following my podcast, Over Her in the Pantry, which just returned this week, and also maybe you might have tuned in to the Morning Tea this week at some point, I've been talking a lot about this season of change and transformation. And I just want to let you guys know that things have already changed and they will keep changing. You get what I'm saying? Instead of being so resistant to these changes, and I'm talking about just in general, like life changes. I know it may be hard in some points, but try to see the silver lining, try to see the bigger picture, and always understand that it is okay to be sad. There is no weakness in being sad or upset or any emotion. You just have to feel that emotion, understand that emotion, and then push forward and strategize how you're going to move forward. So I really wanted to just share that because I know that a lot of you guys are going through all sorts of changes and transformations in life, with your job, in school, with your spouse, if you have one or not, with friendships. So just understand that change is always happening. Don't be afraid of it. As uncomfortable as it may be, just try to welcome it. So that's what I have to say about that. Oh my God, is Mika here? Hold on. I got a box I gotta move out the way. Where's Mika? Did I see? Oh my God, Mika is here. Oh my God. Tamara says she lost 10 pounds. Go off, Tamara. I need to gain 10. Listen, y'all, I'm always trying to gain some weight. Sometimes I be a skinny mini. I need to eat some donuts. I really do. Veraska is sending love and positive energy to all. Ooh, thank you. Alrighty, you guys. I don't want to waste a lot of y'all time. Let's do the Revolution Redemption because it's a special one today before we jump on into our special guest for the day. The Revolution Redemption today actually is for the T Tribe. And the reason why I feel like the Revolution Redemption should be for the T Tribe is because I know and I understand that there have been a lot of changes and transformation lately. And I know that there's not as much explanation as we all would like, but I would like to thank those certain members of the T Tribe that have been nothing but positive and uplifting and supportive. And I know, of course, there are some bad comments in the apple basket, in the bushel and all of that, but that does not represent how I feel about you guys. I love all of you guys, as wild and crazy and ratchet as y'all are, even when I'm watching from afar and I see the mess. I appreciate and I love you guys, and I always am thankful for the support and the platform that you guys have given me, from one platform to another, right here in my own little studio here. So I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate you guys, and you guys are being redeemed this week because I just felt like you guys were really deserving. So yeah, now I would like to say it is just about that time for a legendary woman to grace the Grain Chair, the Revolution Detective Agency. This is a woman that has literally held my hand through my entire career. She has had my back. She has always given me the best advice. She was always there to walk in when you need a goddamn smoothie from the damn juice bar. She is 1000% authentic. She is Madison Hill. Now, let's see if I can patch her in, because we don't have Hit It Leo here, and this is my first time doing this, but we gonna see if we can hit Madison Hill. Let's see if we can do this. Hold on. Madison, oh wait, hang on, girl. Hang on, girl. Let me move you, girl. Hold on, girl. But they see you, girl. Hold on. Let's stretch it on. Oh, girl, we can see
Can you see me?
girl.
Can you hear
We
me?
can hear you. Bam. There she go. Madison Hill, and she's always
Yay!
fitting the bill. How are you, Madison?
Good. You guys, please give it up for Courtney right now because I have been shocked all day at your technological capabilities. You are the best. Amazing. I have my alcohol in the background because I felt like, we couldn't do that before, but I felt like it would be okay for the Revolution Detective Agency. I feel
Oh,
like this is an
girl, we
okay
are all
background.
about sipping and spilling. Madison, you know that we are team enjoy a cocktail over here. So if you got it in the background, girl, we support it.
Yes. So excited to be here. Courtney and I are saying we definitely will still be working together. You're going to see our faces together. And I'm so happy to be reunited on our screen share chat. I feel like we needed together
Yes,
time.
we
We
needed a
needed
together
together
time,
time.
and I think it's just very important for the T Tribe to just see us. Of course, we said on the show there's nothing wrong between us. There obviously is nothing wrong between us, but of course there are still people that don't believe, and that's fine. Because here we are, girl. Cheers. Be-
I just have to giggle at that because that is literally the most ridiculous thing. I'm so happy that you guys are still supporting Courtney, still watching Courtney on the morning tea. That is so important to keep that positivity. That is what is in both of our hearts. So I know that there's been some negativity. Courtney's been filling me in, but just no more negativity. We love each other. We plan on doing so many more things together. Still watch the morning tea, still be positive. Just please, that us would want any negativity towards the other. If
I
you don't know
agree.
that, then you don't know us at all.
Before
So just
we
keep it
dive
positive.
right on in, Madison, I do want to say
Yeah.
something that
Mm-hmm.
I find inappropriate, and it could be just me, y'all know I'm a little sensitive, is I don't like, Madison, when people comment, oh, the morning tea used to be good, but I'm not gonna watch anymore. Listen, I have to keep it real with y'all. It is, first of all, the morning tea is my job. You get what I'm saying? If y'all don't want to watch it anymore because you miss this good chemistry, and I feel y'all on that, it's fine. It's more than fine. Y'all just don't have to announce that y'all are leaving. It's like the weirdest thing. Like saying that y'all are going to unsubscribe from Holly Scoop or saying that y'all are not going to watch the morning tea anymore is not going to bring Madison back. That part of her life is finished. You get what I'm saying? And I think that it is the most mature thing to do if you are going to still support me at the morning tea to just do that. And I feel like we've
Right.
been doing a pretty good job, Madison. And although we very much miss you with all of our hearts and souls, more than people watching can even begin to fathom, I just think that it would be best, like, to support all of us in all three avenues. If you want to support Holly Scoop in the morning tea, support it. If you want to support Madison Hill and her cheaper cheers, support it. If you want to support Green Chair Chats with Courtney here, and you may have Madison Hill pop on up in the gig, support it. But I just feel like it really becomes a draining thing 5 days out of the week to go in the comments and see, I used to love it, but I'm not going to watch it anymore because I miss Madison. And like, I feel you, but like you don't have to announce it because that doesn't make my job any easier and it doesn't make my job any more enjoyable. And to just be human, it hurts my feelings. So shut up.
And I was gonna say, I think the biggest thing is, and again, you summed it up so great when you talked about a season of change. Like this is I know you guys feel like it's a change for you, but this is also a huge change.
Yes. Yes.
So I know you guys are also experiencing the change, and I know it's hard for you, but please know, like, it's hard for Courtney and I too, and those comments don't make it any easier, and it makes us really sad. And I think there's so much going on right now that we don't need any extra sadness or any extra negativity. So let's just, like I said, please just keep it positive. Just keep it
Yes.
positive. Support Courtney on the morning tea. Support him here. Support me on my channel. And we're going to be working together. So there's literally no need to be sad and think, we're never going to see Courtney and Madison.
Y'all looking at us right now.
Trust me, we don't want to stop working together either. We're just going to get to work together in different ways. And kind of sometimes more fun ways. So it'll be
It's
good.
a good thing.
It's good.
On the surface,
It
it's
is.
uncomfortable, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried to fall to lose it all. Hey, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Sorry. R.I.P. to Chester. You know I love me some Linkin Park. All right, Madison. It is time to do what we do best. I don't have tea, but I do have coffee today because it is the weekend.
Yes, I got my water here. I need to do it. My Citizen app was blowing up before this. I was getting updates of crazy things, so I just need some water.
The Citizen app, literally, Madison, like 73 hours ago. Girl, there was a fire in my neighborhood and I didn't even know. 4 o'clock in the morning, I didn't even know.
Honestly, sometimes I would just rather not know. Like, I've started rewatching One Tree Hill. I'm like, let me just rewatch my One Tree Hill.
Chad Michael Murray.
Just sometimes live right here because I can't sometimes.
Well, you guys, you've tuned in and we're going to give you what you want. So, of course, you guys already know how this show goes. After the Revolution Redemption, I start to get into the things that I feel like you should see, because C is C for me, Courtney. So the first thing I want to talk about is the show on HBO Max. I don't know if you guys have downloaded HBO Max or like any of the HBO apps, but there is this show, and I don't know if you've seen it or an ad for it, Madison. It's called Legendary. Everyone has to see this show.
I don't think I haven't seen that yet. I've seen the ads for it, but I haven't watched the show yet.
This is like, if you remember America's Best Dance Crew, there was, on one season, there was a group called Vogue Evolution, and the leader of the group was Laomi, and Laomi is an icon in the New York ballroom scene, just in general. And I wanted them to win so bad, and they couldn't. Well, not they couldn't, they didn't. And now Laomi is now a judge over on the show Legendary, and it's interesting because growing up, you know, I do my Black History, Madison, and I go, oh, well, what is the ball scene and what does that entail and what are balls like? And it's great to sort of see like that culture have its own platform. It's not like one group out of a bigger dance competition. This is a ballroom competition. They are given a theme, girl. They got to put together the routine. They got to get their costumes together, girl. And then they come out and they bring it, and the judges got to decide whether they're the girl or they get the chop, girl.
So is it individual people competing?
It's
not teams.
It's teams. Yes. It's
groups.
all of these different ballroom houses. So my favorite house right now is the House of Escada. And I feel like they were kind of like an underdog team. The girls thought that they would go home first. But Madison, they're showing improving.
That sounds like my show that I would literally love so much. I love dance. I love choreography. Throw in a little ballroom.
Yes.
I am ready to go. How did the Jabberwockies actually still have their own TikTok?
The Jabberwockies have a TikTok?
The Jabberwockies have a TikTok.
Like,
yeah, they dance. They still wear their masks. They still dance. I was like, wow, blast from the past. But I guess some of them have still stuck together.
They still be
Who
making
knew?
Money, Madison. I feel like if I was a Jabberwocky, if I was a leader, a captain, I would be trying to get a Vegas residency and, you know, pop and lock the rest of my life, girl.
I'm like, I will be 65 and still doing what I need to do.
You
I do not care.
Grease these joints and get them together. Another thing I want to quickly touch on, because it is Sunday and I realize that I'm coming at the end of the season basically, and I'm sorry to all of the viewers that have basically watched this whole season with me and didn't know that I was watching along with them. Madison, I'm obsessed with Insecure. I love Issa Rae. You know I love Issa Rae. Without giving 50 million spoilers to the boys and girls that have not caught up yet, I do want to say that my favorite thing about Insecure, Madison, is just the fact that it's authentic. It doesn't feel like, I was saying this on the show the other day, it doesn't feel like a character's gonna get pregnant or like shot, like any of these like stereotypes that are kind of placed on Black people. I'm not expecting that of Insecure. I'm expecting one of Issa's friends to go through some postpartum depression in a very eventful way before the season wraps up. because they are
Okay.
touching on that. But finally, and if you've seen the episode, you know what I'm talking about. Finally, things are getting back to the way that they should be. And I'm very excited. Shout out to Issa Rae. Madison, have you seen, what is it called? Lovebirds? Because...
Okay, that's the movie you
Yeah, you gotta
recommended,
see that
right?
one.
With Issa. And who? Someone else is in it
Kumail,
too.
y'all tell me his name. Kumail. Hang on, I might pull it up. Pull it up. Hang on, girl. Lovebirds, girl.
I know. I still need to watch the one because you told me it. I would love it.
Kumail Nanjiani. Yes.
Okay.
And he's hilarious,
Okay, yeah.
Madison. Oh my, that's a movie that like you really sit and belly laugh. I can't get over it.
Oh no, I've seen the preview pop up, and like I said, I've been rewatching. I need to take a pause. But no, I definitely need to watch that because you told me it was good, and I watched Blood and Water. Courtney and I were just talking about this. I need a season 2 because I have absolutely no closure. So all of your recommendations are always 10 out of 10. So I definitely need to watch this. I love. Did you ever see Little?
Little.
The movie.
No.
Little? It had Issa Rae was in it too. She is just such a talented.
Madison,
singer.
I have that saved. On one of the apps I have it saved because I wanted to watch that with what's her name from Scary Movie? Regina Hall. Regina Hall's in it.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So good. You have to add that to your watch list too. It is so funny. Oh, I love it. My mom and I discovered it on a plane, and it has now quickly made its way into the Hill family rotation. Like it's so good.
But the what is it called? The Christmas movie that you love.
This Christmas. That would be fantastic. This Christmas,
Madison, I'm gonna watch that
You know?
movie this holiday season because
It was I just need a PSA. It was pre Chris Brown being problematic. I feel the need to definitely defend that because we need to say it. It was pre him being problematic, okay? And he has some great acting moments. I love this Christmas. That is literally one of my favorite movies. Stand by it.
oh, listen, we're gonna have to get Chris to sing some song from this Christmas just for you.
I would literally die. If just Chris Brown, I know people would hate, like, I would just only have to have it like you and me because I know you wouldn't judge. Just let me fangirl for the 2 minutes of him sing this Christmas and then I can go back to the house. But just let me live there for 2 minutes and 30 seconds while I listen to that song.
That's all you need.
I know.
I want to ask y'all, how do y'all feel? Because we're moving on, y'all. I want to ask y'all if you guys watch The Real. Now, I am not The Real stan because, you know, I have other options. But I do kind of like pop in and out, and I did think that it was interesting that Amanda Seales decided to leave. Oh, Mika! I see you! Madison, should we do the Miss Mika dance for old time's sake?
Yeah.
And it makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Count me down, girl.
Ready? 5, 6,
Miss
7,
Mika,
8.
nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves to tea ya. And we see ya. Miss Mika, go Mika, go Mika, go, go, go Mika. Happy Sunday to Mika. That's our girl Mika. For those of you guys that are watching for the first time over at Holly Scoop, when me and Madison started our show, The Morning Tea, Miss Mika is a Tea Tribe member, and because she's so iconic and lovely and legendary, we made up a song for her, and we sing it every day, and I feel like that had the energy. That's what I needed, Madison. So shout out to Miss Mika, because it's always nice to meet you.
We love Miss Mika. She gives us so much life.
She really
You really do, Miss Mika. You don't even know.
Shout out to Mika.
I can't even express it. So much love.
Jamie's already like, yes, Mika song. Yes, please do. Now I don't want Erica said, well, we gave it to y'all. I don't watch The Real like that, Madison, to be honest. But I did think it was a little bit interesting that Amanda Seales is leaving the cast. I was a little bit more inclined to watch it with her on it because when I did watch The Real, I sort of felt like at times they weren't giving like a full scope opinion. Like I watched The Real clips and I'm like, well, if that were a black person, like, you know what I mean? And I feel like Amanda Seales kind of played that part a lot. So I want to read to you guys her quote, just in case you haven't heard it. She says, "My contract is up and I didn't renew it because it doesn't feel good to my soul to be at a place where I cannot speak to my people the way that they need to be spoken to, and where the people who are speaking to me in disparaging ways are not being handled." She says, "I'm not in a space where I can, as a full black woman, have my voice and my coworkers also have their voices, and where the people at the top are not respecting the necessity for black voices to be at the top too." So, it sounds as though maybe speculation, not confirmation. The executives of The Real, were they more interested in raising up a Hispanic woman's voices, an Asian woman's voice? We have Lonnie Love as a black woman on The Real, but in my opinion, although I find her to be incredibly lovely, I don't know if you remember this, Madison, but back in the day, like when we had dial-up, Star Search had like a return, like a revival, and that is where I discovered Lonnie Love, was voting for her on Star Search on my desktop computer when I literally was a child. So I've been supporting TBT, Madison. I've been supporting her for a very long time, but I do feel as though sometimes Lonnie says things in a way that other audiences outside of black people can like digest. And sometimes I feel like the audience shouldn't be coddled. And if you watch me on the Morning Tea, y'all know I give it to y'all as straight as I can give it without getting in trouble. So, I mean, I get it, but it's sad though, because what about the people that will miss Amanda?
Right. No, I think it's really sad, but it's also very courageous. You know, I think it's hard to walk away from something, take a stand. Like it's so hard, but I commend her for doing it, honestly. And I think The Real has been struggling for a minute. I have never watched because I knew some people who went to a taping and said that the ladies were not very kind to the audience. And so to me, that is why I've never watched, because that just doesn't sit well with me. I feel like these people are taking time out of their day to come watch you, like they're fans of you. The least you can do is be kind to them in the middle of breaks, you know, get excited with them, chat with them. So to me, I've never been a huge fan, because I'm just like, wow, these people lift you up and you can't even be kind to them during the filming. Like, I don't like that. But I have to shout her out. I mean, it's hard to take a stand like that, and it's hard to walk away from the bag. You know, I mean, look, things are very uncertain right now. So I have to commend her for standing up for what she believes in and walking away if she felt that's what she needed to do.
Let me pop over in the chat. What y'all talking about? Jakara says, "I didn't know that she was on The Real." Yes, Jakara. She was sort of added on. To my knowledge, she sort of was coming on as a guest. And what I don't understand, right, was the audience reception, Madison. The audience was so about it. The comments, y'all need to add Amanda to the cast. Y'all need to add Amanda, especially once Tamar walked away. So it's weird that once Amanda was there and she's giving you guys her version of the hard truth, that she wasn't able to stick around. Or we find out after the fact that maybe her voice was being minimized. And girl, I don't know how I would feel if I felt like my voice was being minimized. Like if a boss was telling me, "Courtney, you always talking about black people issues, and we tired of that."
Well, especially on an opinion-based show. I just feel like the whole part about The Real is that these women are supposed to share their opinion, their life experiences, and, you know, make it relevant to whatever topic is being discussed that day. So I feel like if you're going to have an opinion-based show, then you need to make sure your hosts and your talent feel empowered to actually share their own opinion. Because if not, I think this is going to backfire on The Real entirely, because people are going to be like, well, wait, so all these opinions that they've been sharing this whole time, are they a watered down version of what these women actually feel? So then what's the point of the show?
My question is, Madison, we'll know that something is up because when or if they hire another woman that is very similar to Amanda Seales or Tamar Braxton, because that's what I feel like Amanda did. She came to fill in that sort of voice, and all of a sudden they leave at the end of their contract again. It can't be everybody. Everybody can't be wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Interesting.
It'll be interesting to see who replaces her and what happens with them. I think then, because if it's another third strike and the person gets out, then you know something's
Now,
up.
Jeannie and the girls better tell us something. Adrienne Bailon, are you washing your hands after the bathroom now? Is that why Amanda is not here? She called it out. Tell us the tea.
You scarred me with that piece of tea, because literally now every time that I'm home and I go to the bathroom, I think that Adrienne Bailon doesn't wash her hands. Like, I am not kidding you, every time.
Madison,
She's
like, well, I'm in my own house. Why do I need to? I said, girl, get your germy ass out of. Let me stop for the Cheetah Girls come after me, girl.
I know, but I can't. That really scarred me. Like, I think about that every single day.
Karen says that I do see that Amanda had to hold back on the show. Faika says, I love Lonnie. I think she's very funny, and you're spot on with your description of both of them. Barb named Ben said, wow, I'm late. Barb, don't even, you ain't never late. You fine. Katie says, shout out to Katie. Hey, Katie, how you doing, girl? Katie says, I didn't like Amanda on The Real only because I felt like she was being held back and the vibes were a little off. Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. See, now, Madison, now I kind of want to go back and watch a couple full episodes and see, because if someone is being stifled or held back as an audience member, you'll definitely be able to tell. You get what I'm saying?
That is very interesting. Now I am kind of curious, because I feel her on not being able to hide her face. I feel like we both suffer. Like, you and I try really hard, but if you know us after a while, you can tell when we have the force, like, you know? So I can just imagine.
Yes. Tears.
Like my face when there's a technical difficulty, just the tight smile. So if Amanda was pulling some of that, then I know there was some shenanigans behind the scenes, because she'll have it all
what you
right
do
there.
in the dark, girl, always comes to light. Now, Madison, you're going to have to walk me through this, because I saw this and I thought of you because I know that you watch this show, and I feel some type of way, and this is not making me want to watch the show at any higher urgency. Now, we're going to talk about Vanderpump Rules. If you don't watch Vanderpump Rules, I feel you, but listen to this, because this, like, literally blew my mind. Okay, hold on. Let me take Amanda picture down, because we got to hit somebody else. Where my girl picture at? Hold on, girl. Where's she at, girl? Girl, her picture might not even be in here. It's fine. Her picture, Faith picture ain't even in here. Anyway,
okay.
Faith Stowers from Vanderpump Rules. She played a minor role in season 4, according to what I've read, my research, girl. And basically, she was hooking up with Jax, who apparently is like a woman eater, and now he's married, right, Madison?
Yeah, so now Jax is married to Brittany, and Faith's role in that season. So Jax and Brittany, their relationship was kind of always up in the air, and there were rumors that Jax was cheating on Brittany. Well, then it was confirmed that he cheated on Brittany with Faith. And the reason how it all kind of blew up is because Faith recorded Jax talking to her after they hooked up. And Jax is like, I don't want to marry Brittany. I'm never going to marry her. She's gained weight. I don't want to have kids with her. Like, so Faith recorded this and then sent it to James, which was another cast member, and he ended up playing it at a party.
DJ. Oh, I didn't
see the DJ.
Yeah, I know he was playing it at a party. Yeah, he was partying, girl. Yeah, I know he was partying, girl.
Yeah. So that is kind of how Faith had a role in season 4. Although she was on as kind of just like another server in prior seasons, but she never got promoted to a main cast member, which was an issue, which we're going to get into it more, obviously, when we have this discussion. But I know, like, her family members have spoken out, and I know Bravo tried to say it was because she didn't bring enough drama. And then when season 4, when she was bringing a whole lot of drama, it's like she should have definitely been on the show a lot more than she was. You know what I'm saying?
It sounds like, according to what I've been reading, it sounds like basically the whole Jax situation happened and then everyone ganged up on her instead of holding Jax accountable. Would you say that that's accurate?
That is accurate, because Brittany married Jax anyway, accepted his proposal. Yeah, I mean, that's like a whole...
She done married him anyway. Brittany, on my life, I don't know Brittany. Brittany could walk in here and I wouldn't know who she was. Brittany, you dumb as hell. Please understand that. Now, Madison. Now, this young lady, Faith, then went in the interview and said that they was calling her nappy-headed. Why was they calling her? They was calling her nappy-headed because she slept with someone's boyfriend, well, now husband. And Bravo aired that, and Stassi and this other young lady are still Kristen still on the show. Also, according to what I read,
Yeah.
Stassi and Kristen called the cops on Faith because they saw a black woman with a weave and they felt like it had to have been her, so they called the cops.
Right. So it's so funny because I literally was reading up on this right when you were like, here's what we're going to talk about. And I was like, this is insane. So I guess there was a news story going around that, yes, there was a black woman who was going around drugging men and robbing them. And they had caught her on a security camera, barely. You could see some of her tattoos and like part of her face. I guess Kristen and Stassi took it upon themselves. They were like researching the picture and they thought that it was Faith based on what they thought they were seeing in the picture. Although I've seen the picture and I don't even know how you could really identify anyone from what was posted in the article, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, so they called the cops and were like, the person you're looking for is Faith. Like, and then they joked about it on Stassi has a podcast. They joked about this whole situation 2 years ago being like, oh my God, we like solved a crime. Like we helped the police. Like it's just absurd. And I think people are upset because they've also been very vocal about Black Lives Matter and the movement that's going on. And it's like, yeah, but your actions and your words are not aligning. And that's the issue.
Madison, there are two big things wrong with this, right? Thank God I ain't no stand of that show, girl, because I be done so. Madison, as many times as I done bumped into these people out in public, girl, imagine. Okay, white people don't need to be calling nobody black nappy-headed, first of all. That's the first of all. Also, do y'all realize how it looks when y'all have two white women calling the cops on a black woman and there are black people being shot and killed every single day? Awful. So Faith, expose them. I'm glad that she did, Madison. Those two things, you calling a cop on a black person and you not even sure? Ugh, what would have happened if Faith would have lost her life, right? That's on you for the rest of your life. And you calling her nappy-headed and on TV and Bravo allowed it and then they put out a statement and then they was wondering why Faith didn't come back to, I guess, clear her side of the story. I was reading that they invited her to come back to sort of explain everything and she said no. And then she went over to MTV.
Which, I mean, what else are you supposed to do? I feel like there was literally no way that she could have, like, there's just nothing that she could have done after that season. I haven't watched Vanderpump in this past 2 seasons just because I felt like it was losing its lust and they've been trying to, like, introduce new people and it just, you know when shows start to get forced and you're just kind of like, oh, it's just not having its same.
It's not natural.
That's kind of what's happening. Yeah, so I haven't been watching it for a while and then I saw this pop up and I'm just like, you know, I think Stassi and Kristen need to come out and definitely apologize because it's just all around bad. And I think the fact that they bragged about it later on a podcast and were so cavalier about it, I just think that also just all of it. There's no redeeming quality in it at all.
Stassi is like one of the main girls,
it's the only way I can say. Yeah, Stassi is one of the main girls. I did read that a lot of brands have decided to stop partnering with her after this situation. Kristen is not as famous as Stassi. Stassi has her own book. Stassi has a lot of things going on. She's getting married. So I know that there were 2 brands that mentioned in the Page Six article that I read, but that they have like announced that they have stopped partnering with her.
Madison, who slept with someone on Beverly Hills? Husband. Sheena?
That was Sheena.
Right? Because
Sheena?
I will never forget when Real Housewives of Beverly Hills tried to get me with the okie doke. Me and my boyfriend was binge watching episodes back to back to back. This was years ago. And they did that white party episode. And before you knew it, y'all, they had done some trickery. And before I knew it, it was like some trickery. And all of a sudden, at the end of the episode, or what I thought it was Vanderpump Rules. And I was like, turn this witchery off. I was like, what is this? I was like, I didn't put on Vanderpump Rules. I was like, where is Lisa?
No, that's literally how they did it. And it's so interesting now because Sheena is, I mean, like I said, I haven't watched the show this season, but the last show I watched, she had just gotten divorced and she was super pukey and she was just all about trying to find a new man to replace her old husband. It's just like I said, it just has kind of lost its
Just
way
for
a little
clarity,
bit.
Madison, this is
And
not the
I
same
think
Stassi that Kylie knows, right? Because there's discussion.
no, 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 no.
Gotcha.
This is Stassi
Gotcha.
Schroeder. Stassi Schroeder, not Anastasia. I
I
can't
just
say
wanted
her
to clear
last
that up for
name.
y'all because I
Two
see
different.
Brittany and stuff. I just want to make sure that everyone is on the same page. I see y'all.
Yeah, no, no. Stassi Schroeder. She's an
Mm.
IE, and Schroeder. Name.
Jeez,
Yeah.
girl. Well, Madison, let me ask you, just switching gears a little bit. So Kanye donated, right?
Yeah, I did see that.
He has made a $2 million donation to support the families of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and Breonna Taylor. How do you feel about that? He set up the college fund for George Floyd's daughter. How do you feel about that? Do we feel like it's appropriate
I mean,
or genuine? I guess is the question.
here's the thing. I want to believe that was just a human reaction, and I really think that it. I just either way, I think I'm happy that it was done because I think that yes, I understand why people can say, "Oh, was this a publicity stunt? Was this, genuine? Was this authentic?" And I always want to believe the best in people, so I want to believe that it was genuine and authentic, and it was another human being like, "You know what? I'm going to do the right thing, and these humans deserve to be uplifted." And I think I want to believe that it was positive, and I think that it will enact positivity for all of these people. So I want to believe that it was genuine, but I totally understand the criticisms of why people don't feel like it was.
I feel you. To be honest, Madison, for just reading the report, I said y'all gotta give him his flowers on that one because although Kanye has been saying a lot of nonsense, in my opinion. For example, for those of y'all that are wondering, my biggest one is him saying that slavery was a choice. Oh my God, I was so nauseous when he said that.
Was that a
I
TMZ?
think, yeah.
Was that during his TMZ?
And you know the guy, I believe the guy, Madison, not even to get messy real quick, but the guy that wound up speaking to Kanye that day, I think his name is Van Latham. He wound up getting fired from TMZ over like a racial thing sometime later. Very interesting. I just want to bring that to the forefront. But shout out to Van because I believe he has his own platform and he's doing his thing elsewhere. But
Well, then.
it
Meant to
was
be.
meant to be. Okay. Girl, woo, woo, girl.
Sorry, just
Madison,
that.
you ain't never lied, girl. You are very accurate. I want to say, although his comments have been less than stellar, I think that at the end of the day, Kanye West is a father. And I think that, God forbid, if anything were to happen to him, he would want his children to be taken care of. Like, imagine if Kanye was George Floyd. I think that he put himself in the shoes of George Floyd, even if it were just for a day. And I feel like education is so powerful. So even if Kanye still winds up being a red hat wearer, maybe George Floyd's daughter will grow up and use that education to fight that injustice. You get what I'm saying?
That's how I feel. I mean, I think we have this thing in us now, and I mean, you and I get into mess all the time, but I think a story like Kanye donating this money, why are you trying to find something negative in it? Like, why can't we just, I know, like you said, has Kanye literally gone wild? We all know. We all know, okay? We all saw the video clips. We were all present. We've all seen it. But I think we're trying to find something negative in it instead of just being like, wow, what a great gesture. What a great gesture. Thank you. That great Kanye. Great day for Kanye. That doesn't mean you can't think of the things he said were crazy. That doesn't mean you can't still have your opinions about him. But why can't you just acknowledge that, like, that's a good deed? I don't understand why people have such a hard time just accepting that and acknowledging that.
You don't have to forget, but you can accept. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like such a glaringly good thing.
Exactly. Completely agree.
Shout
Completely.
out to Kanye. I see you, Kat. So Kat is in the chat, Madison, and she's saying, hello, I'm celebrating my mom's birthday. It's tomorrow like Kanye's. Please give a shout out. She is a beautiful, fearless woman who deserves nothing but the best. Well, Kat, shout out to your mom. Please tell her that we are sending her all of the most luscious birthday wishes, and we're thinking of her. And thank you for coming here to make sure that someone is wishing her a happy birthday. We're thinking of her.
Happy birthday to Kat's mom.
Ben said, no lies detected. None. Katie says, there are really people out there that believe that everyone involved are actors and the riots were staged because they knew other people would follow. Mm-hmm. There are some people, Madison, that believe that Kanye's entire stance politically is a sham, almost as if he's a double agent. He's cozying up to the president to get things done, and then when it's all said and done, he will take off his hat or helmet, hood, and then be our black savior. Do you think that that's realistic?
I mean, if so, then that's absolutely crazy. I never really thought that Kanye would do that. I don't. If that's the case, like, wow, Kanye, okay, you had a lot going on there that more than I knew, and maybe all these reports I'm reading about Kim wanting to live in a separate house now, all this shenanigans, maybe she should do that, because wow, Kanye is really, really doing the most, if that's the case. I honestly have no idea. I think for me, ever since I watched Kanye go on, oh my gosh, the show on Netflix, David Letterman.
I know you have told me about it.
He has like a bunch of different guests. He's had Ellen on there, he had Tiffany Haddish on there, he had Kanye on there, and I think ever since I watched Kanye in such a raw form, I've had a little bit of a soft spot for him. Do I know he has said crazy things? Absolutely. Do I agree with what he says all the time? No, of course not. I mean, like I said, we all know what Kanye has said. No. But I think that a lot of times he is misunderstood, and I think his mental health, he's really struggled with that, and I think that that's played a role in his life as well. And I just, like I said, I just want to believe the best in him, and I think just that interview really changed me, and I don't know why. Because like I said, it's like I fight between this reality and this emotion. Like I see things and I'm like, nah. Like, that. And then, like, I see him talking about being a father and, the struggles he went through with losing his mom and donating and, being an upstanding citizen. And it's like struggled. I struggle with Kanye. One day I'm like, what the F? And then the next day I'm like, but Kanye. Yeah. It's a struggle. It really is.
I feel like as a final thought with Kanye before we move on, for me, Madison, at the end of the day, you can feel how you want to feel about Kanye West and his comments in the past, because we all have our opinions. But none of our favorite celebrities stepped up to pay that girl's college tuition. So give it up, period.
Exactly.
Some of our favorite celebrities haven't even posted a link yet, girl. So I got to give Kanye this one.
In this instance, I think everyone needs to lay off him. Let the conspiracy theories die, and like I said, let's just celebrate a good thing.
And I can celebrate that. I just think that an education is such a wonderful thing to give, and the fact that it just was like, girl, you ain't got to worry about nothing, and that little girl is gonna grow up. It's so interesting how she right now as a young girl is going viral for saying like, my daddy changed the world, but I just have a lot of faith that eventually we'll be the ones being like, oh my God, she changed the world. We just need more women leaders anyway, in my opinion, Madison.
Absolutely. Last thing, and then we can move on. But I also think, too, what an amazing motivator, too, because if you already know that is going to be taken care of, I think it gives you something to work towards. It makes you not give up. Like, you know what I mean? As a child, I think if you are and perpetually taught about how important education is, how important not giving up is, and you already, like, she's not going to have the financial stressor, I think that is just, it's going to be such an amazing motivator. And I think that that's so important, because I think, as great as YouTube and content creators are sometimes, I think that message of education is important is lost. And you and I still went and got our education, and I think it's so, so important. So I just think that all around it's a good message to keep going and to keep focus on education because it really is so
Yeah.
important.
No, you're
Okay,
fine.
sorry.
You're
Not
fine. I
myself.
want to throw on top of that, education doesn't also it's not exclusive to university. You get what I'm saying?
No,
Do not let your
no.
parents, if that's not your calling, do not let your parents pressure you into putting yourself in debt over some 4 years. You have options. You can go to community college. You can go to a trade school. You can do community college and then get your money together and then go to a university. Just don't think that because graduation is here and you see all of your friends running off that you're like the left behind one, because you always have options. Get your ass into trade school, do some hair, do some horticulture, HVAC. My best friend's little brother's HVAC girl. HVAC girls get the coin. You get what I'm saying? So just always have something in your back pocket. You know, if content creation and the internet is what you want to be one of your end games, always make sure that you have another end game in your back pocket or your fanny pack, depending on your style.
Fanny. Sure. Fanny pack, sure.
Oh my God. Okay, Madison, this is not even gonna be long. Justin Bieber put up his little statement on Instagram. I'm inspired by Black culture. I have benefited off of Black culture. My style, how I sing, dance, perform, and my fashion have all been influenced and inspired by Black culture. I'm committed to using my platform from this day forward to learn, to speak up about racial injustice and systemic oppression, and to identify ways to be part of much needed change. Now, Madison, the only issue I have with this.
Is that Justin Bieber probably didn't write
Justin, did you write that text? Justin, did you write that text? Cause the box is looking a little gray. You didn't send it. Hey, hey, hey. I just want to know who wrote that, because I don't believe that Justin Bieber wrote that. I do find it convenient that after the whole mess with Kehlani, you know, all of a sudden here you are, I'm influenced by Black people. I do not want to take away, because I know that there are going to be people that are like, I don't want to take away from the fact that Drew House has donated money in support. I just find it a little icky when it comes from Justin, and then the text actually looks like a gray text bubble off of Apple, Madison. So, like, were you talking to Scooter? Speculation, not confirmation. Were you talking to Scooter and Scooter said, this is what you say, and sent it? Like, what was the point? What was the point? He could have made a call to any graphic designer and put that in a quote, a graphic.
Yeah. To be honest, I think my first thought when I saw this was, if nobody thinks that Scooter does not watch the morning tea, here is your proof. Because this literally sounded like the direct quote that I have heard from you in your critique of Justin Bieber. And I feel like it literally was Scooter listening and being like, okay, well, I know that this is definitely like some of the things that people have a problem with. So let's just put this in the statement and put it out there and like make sure you post it on your Instagram. Like, to be honest, that's literally my only thought when I saw this was, this is so much proof. And I agree with you. I feel like it was just something that was written for him to be posted. And I don't know if people are buying it. Obviously
I want to say, Madison, I was reading this blog post. I don't even want to say the blogger's name, but shout out to them, because I actually do enjoy their content and I look up to them a lot. And they had made the point that Justin had posted 15 times in support of Black Lives Matter. And I said to myself, so? That doesn't mean that it's right. That doesn't mean that it's genuine. I mean, history has proven that Justin enjoys stealing from Black people and not giving them credit, or trying to categorize his music in a way that sort of like smudges the R&B genre. And I don't even need to get into the whole music thing with y'all today, because y'all already know how I feel. I just didn't feel like it was authentic. However, I do applaud that he has donated money. Madison, I'm drowning in Bieber still. Even still. I want him and Haley to go and live their life, American Eagle, and I don't want to see it, and I don't want to hear it. I just want it to be like, next March, Justin's back, new album, 3 words on a graphic, and this is the date, and listen to it or don't.
No, I completely agree. And I feel like, yeah, the whole like, oh, he's posted 15 times. I guess to me, that just is obsolete. I feel like Yes, social media is important, but I think your action is so much more important. And maybe that's just been my biggest takeaway from all of this. Like, I think social media is a great way to spread information, but I don't think that what you post on social media equals your action. If it's not equaling your action, then it's what's the,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, great, good for you. Awesome. So I am happy to hear that Justin Bieber is also donating and doing those things, because if I just heard that he was posting 15 times, I would be like, are we
My
surprised?
thing is, just to
Are
be
we-
messy for the spirit of old time's sake, Selena Gomez is over here talking about black people come on my Instagram. Now, why, Justin, since you love us so much, why you ain't reach? Since Scooter always be watching us every damn day, why Scooter ain't pop up in my DMs this time? Why Scooter ain't pop up in, hold on, let me get my leg up because I'm classy. Why Scooter ain't hit me up on my DM on this time? So that I could use my black voice to come up and talk up on your Instagram, Justin Bieber, since Scooter always be sweating me. I just want to know. I just want to know.
It might be the Motorola ringtones comment, which is personally one of the most iconic that has ever been made. Literally ever. My mom still references that. My mom's like, "Oh yeah, Justin Bieber's changed his album as Motorola ringtones." Like, she says it like so easily now after you said that. So maybe that's why I don't think it's right, but I'm just saying, probably because that is my second favorite line that you've ever uttered. The first one is still true. Your daddy's trash, and we all know it. That is still my favorite comment you've
Well,
ever
it's the truth,
made.
Madison. Tristan's still trash. He's still
I
trash.
know,
Sure is.
I know, but I still love it so much.
I don't know, Madison. I just wish that I felt good about Justin Bieber as a person, because the music can be whatever. I know it's fun to like drag Justin in the Motorola ringtones because they literally are Motorola ringtones. Girl, you got singular, girl. What's that? But I just wish that he would do good things, like good things that I felt were genuine.
Right.
Is all.
And see, we'll try to give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's see what he does moving forward from this.
We'll see.
Okay, you posted this. Now we'll see.
We will see, Madison. Because if I don't like what I see, I'm going to call it out.
Exactly. And then we can do, and obviously we'll continue to do that, but I'm like, okay,
Oh,
you've said your
Jakara
piece.
says he posted 15 Black Lives Matters posts, but he doesn't care much about black people. He would rather steal from black people and then put them down. Jakara? Sounds like you just hit the nail right on the head, baby girl. Yes. Oh, I've got
Yes.
Brandy. She says, agreed, Courtney. What about the community that raised millions upon millions? My first live with you. Awesome to see T-Tribers up in here. Hi, Madison. Brandy said, hey, girl.
Hi.
Brandy.
Hi. Courtney, my mom's in the
Oh.
chat too, and she's so cute. She said, hello, friends. So happy to see you together. My heart is
Oh, my
full.
God. Wait. I don't see her on my side. Hang on. I got to scroll up, girl. Where's she at, though? Regardless. Hi. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for birthing Madison. I appreciate that a lot. 901 Erica says maybe he should cut some checks. I think that he did try. I think that he did under the Drew House. He did donate some money, which is cute, which is fine. I just feel very about it. Regardless, you guys, before I go and I let Madison go, I'm going to take just 5 minutes to give y'all the open floor forum. You got 5 minutes, Madison?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you
I have 5
guys
minutes.
have any questions,
I think you were talking. I was just like, okay,
if
5
you
minutes.
guys have any questions for us, for
I'm
sure,
ready.
asking them now in the chat. Now is your time. The floor is yours. Hit us up for more, and I'm gonna sip.
Yes. Sip, sip, sip.
If you see anything you would
sip,
like to
sip.
answer,
I was like-
Madison, feel free to call it out.
I was like, well, okay, whenever you asked me for the 5 minutes, I was like, yeah, does everyone have 5 minutes? Like, I'm good. I'm good.
I
Not
got
going
5
anywhere.
minutes, girl. Let me scroll.
I put myself on my own continued stay at home order because I just feel like the germs are still circulating. And I'm okay. I'm okay not getting the germs. I would rather
These
stay home.
people are running outside, no face mask on, waiting for the clubs to open. Madison, it can't be me. It just can't be me. I'm gonna be in this house till November. I promise you that. I will not. Y'all will not catch me out. Kikiing to the girl, that sound like a sneeze. You got like, did you put hand sanitizer before you even texted me? Did you put some hand sanitizer on? My germs are my germs, but like I'm not trying to be out in the open with everyone else's viruses and all of that. I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm just not. I need at least. I also just, for some reason, going out to eat right now where I have to wear my mask the whole time, that just it doesn't sound enjoyable to me. Is that
No,
bad? I
Madison,
don't
that's
know.
smart. You're supposed to get your food
Okay.
curbside and then bring it on home. Period. That's what I do.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
Okay, we
I
have
see.
some questions in here. You go for it.
I didn't realize it was taking a minute to load. I didn't even see the chat. Okay, all one says, Courtney, why did they take away your iconic Car Jenner Tea Time intro? So Madison, you have not been at work, obviously. Girl, Car Jenner Tea Time is now pre-recorded. It is now a pre-recorded graphic. Short answer, I'm not in control of it. That's what they wanted. So I know we all hate it. Y'all, just let's all laugh at my face once it clears and just, I know. I feel you. Are you back?
We need to talk about that because
Oh yeah, girl.
interesting.
Are you back
All
in
right.
LA, Madison?
Yes, I am back in LA. I'm back at my apartment. I am here. I am enjoying the weather. And I'm back. So yeah, it's exciting.
Ben was protesting last night and there were lines at the bars. Madison, Ben and I have known each other for a very long time. Like, he is just like, I just feel like I know him. Ben,
yes.
Don't you take your ass to no bar. Now you take your ass back home and you be safe. Please be careful. I cannot, if I go on Twitter and I see any of my like mutuals are sick, I will be upset and sad. So please be careful, y'all.
I just like, again, going to a bar sounds fun right now. No. I'm not there yet.
Okay, I'm glad that Wesley also has agreed that the pre-recorded Car Jenner Tea Time is awful. Shabria's, our hair salon's open on June 22nd and I'm waiting it out. Shabria, please wait it out. I promise you'll be all right. Okay, Madison, what is the first snack that you're going to get when Disneyland opens and it's safe?
Oh, wow. This is really hard. This is a lot. My palms are literally sweating because I've been thinking about this for a long time. I'm definitely getting a churro. Churro is definitely going to have to be number one. I want a cone from DCA, one of the cozy cones. And then hopefully by Halloween we'll be there because then we get special Halloween food. So I'm looking Firefly nachos. That's a secret menu item.
What is that?
Okay, so Firefly nachos are Fritos, chili, cheese, and jalapenos.
That sounds bomb. That sounds like a tummy ache, but it sounds bomb. I just need to have a little Pepto beforehand, girl. Yes.
Exactly. There's kind of like, imagine Sonic chili cheese tots, minus the tots, add Fritos and jalapenos. Just so you can get a little flavor profile going.
I want to answer this. Jakara wants to know how we feel about all of the protesting and different things going on. How do you feel, Madison? Feel free to be honest. We've just been very honest at the tea, and I know that it's not exactly you and I, so I definitely would love to open the floor and just be honest. This is a safe space.
No, yeah, absolutely. I mean, here's the thing. Obviously change is needed. And I think everyone can agree with that. I think we're all on the same page about that. My biggest thing about the protests is I just want everyone to be safe. And I think it really makes me sad when I'm just not seeing people being safe. And I'm seeing violence and I'm seeing horrible things. And Courtney and I were talking about this. I was like, social media is just a lot to digest right now for me. I don't like seeing violence anywhere. Like, I hate it. It makes my skin crawl. It makes me sad. It makes me sick. My biggest thing is I just want everyone to be safe. And that is my biggest thing. Be safe. Treat humans like other humans. And just be kind to each other. I just really, really, I know that's such a naive thing, but you guys know me, and I really like to look at things through a positive lens. And I think if we could all do that and just be kind to one another, things would just really, really, this heavy heart that we're all feeling, I want to believe that it would start to feel lighter.
I would
I
like to
do.
say, just because I did not want to forget Madison, and before I say this, I want to preface this that this does not have anything to do with any of y'all that are probably watching right now. So please don't get your feelings hurt. I personally said, Madison, that if you
Mm-hmm.
support the president, you're not supporting me. Also, fuck you. And
Mm-hmm.
there were lots of people that were upset, right? Now, they did not come to me with their upsetness because they know better than that. But it has
Mm-hmm.
gotten back to me. I do want to say once again, because I did mention it on the show, Madison, you
Mm-hmm.
cannot be an all lives matter person and support me specifically. You get what I'm saying? Because I am a
Right.
black life. So when I say Black Lives Matter and immediately there's the no, 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 all lives matter. Okay, you're
Mm-hmm.
diminishing the fact that there are lots of black people being slaughtered across the world, not even the country, the world. So a lot of people were upset, and to those people that are upset, because I'm sure they're still watching, I feel like I have been open to lots of things on the morning tea in the world of celebrity that maybe I did not
Mm-hmm.
understand initially, but I was open to learning, and from that I grew. So for those people that are just going to be so no 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 no, blue lives matter and all lives matter and blah blah blah, blah, perhaps
Mm-hmm.
maybe if you took a moment and you educated yourself, you read some articles, read a book, watched a couple movies that were not the help, because white savior movies are not exactly helpful. Just that's education for you guys. White savior movies like the help, that's not education. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you educated yourself, you might be able to see my side of things a little more instead of going on
Right.
long rants about how you're not going to support me anymore, because frankly I don't care. Like you don't have to
Yeah, I
support
guess.
me, but if you're going to not support me based off of Black Lives Matter, then get the fuck out. And that's my opinion, man.
Right. I mean, I guess I've just been doing a lot of reflection, and I think a lot about our relationship and just how we are. And I guess I thought about a lot of things when it came to just random things we would see on
Yes.
Twitter. I'd be like, Courtney, if you don't know something, there's nothing wrong with asking a person, a part of that community,
Yes.
about it. Like, I cannot tell you guys how many conversations, like, even regarding like the LGBTQ community, where I will see something on social media and I'll be like, Courtney, why are people upset about that? And Courtney's like, well,
Yeah.
here's why, Madison, because, in the past, other females have made comments to gay people and they've said things like that. And well, I sit there and I'm like, those words would never come out of my mouth. But that doesn't matter. It's still, you have to learn and understand and take yourself out of the equation. And I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that. That does not show weakness. And that to me is bigger because you're actually wanting to learn. And I think there is nothing wrong with learning.
Normalize
There is
changing your opinion
nothing.
when you are presented with new evidence. Nothing wrong with learning.
Mm-hmm. No, learn. Learn. Courtney has taught me so
Thank you,
much.
Madison.
I have not taught him as much except about
Girl,
the Dixie
no,
Chicks. That's
no,
really
no.
the only.
Madison, I would not know how to deliver a story in the right way. I would not know how to listen. No, Madison has taught me a lot, girl. I would have been fired if it were not for you. So I appreciate you, and I think
That is not true. That is not true. That is not true.
girl, be online. Let's spill the tea, girl. But one thing I will say, Madison, random, I'm glad that we had the quarantine period, because without it, I would not have taken the initiative to start the merch, to start my live show, to start all of the things that I've always wanted to do. So change and transformation. Was upset
Change and
all these things
transformation.
happened, but I found the silver lining in the bigger picture, and that was basically the message of the episode. And I hope that you guys can sort of take that advice along with you. We're gonna get out of here
Absolutely.
now, officially.
Yes. Yes. We're gonna go.
Thank you guys for listening, for watching, for giving this video a thumbs up. That really is going to make sure that I stay on your homepage every single Sunday. You won't miss out. You won't be late. Ring the notification bell. Also, super important, please subscribe to Madison Hill's YouTube channel. If you click the description area of this live stream, it should be there. So click it, subscribe it, and go watch all of her videos. If you want to know why she left Holly Scoop, that answer is on her channel. But we ain't going to answer it on the morning tea, so stop asking.
Yeah. And be positive, please, about the morning
Yes.
tea, you guys. Please.
Wait, Madison.
You,
They're asking about
what?
the shambong.
I have
Do
champagne.
you? I don't know if my
Yeah.
shambong is upstairs. Would y'all wait for 45 seconds?
You have to just wait 2 seconds and I'll get some champagne.
Okay.
My fridge is
Should
literally
I?
right there.
All right.
Okay.
We're both.
Okay,
You go
I'll go
grab,
grab.
and we'll. T-Tribe, wait. Just hold on. Hold that thought.
Just wait. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Are people here in the chat still? Yes. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Hello, hello, hello. Pour it up. We will wait. Yes, I'm dying. Oh God. I had champagne in my fridge.
I'm back. Hi. I'm still black. Welcome to the Green Chair.
That was
Chats.
so
We
fast.
hope you enjoyed that commercial break.
I also just realized I'm still in my pajama shorts, and everyone may or may not have just still seen my pajama shorts. So, I apologize for my pajama shorts. I was not planning on showing my lower half. I should have known to be prepared for
Madison,
anything.
I literally was thinking to myself, I said,
But-
should I grab this damn shambong? And I said, no. Ain't nobody gonna care about that shit. Literally my thought. I said, ain't nobody gonna care about that shit. Tamara said, bitch, you thought you was gonna have Madison Hill up on this goddamn show and you wasn't gonna have no goddamn shambong. You better get your ass up out this goddamn chair. Don't worry, Tamara, I got you, girl. Don't worry about it, girl.
I'm dying. I'm dying. Okay.
I'm almost there.
You know, I have these 2 bottles just ready to go.
Madison,
For-
I'm
before
literally
I
popping
quarantine
my
this-
Friday bottle right now, just for you, girl.
Oh, shiny. Got it.
Yeah.
Katie, go. You know my upper lip sweat is. It's happening. Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
I'll be poor, girl.
I know. I see it. Oh God, I knew my tush. I'm sorry. Also, if my tush was hanging out of the pajama
Good,
shorts,
I'm fine.
I feel like that could have also been a possibility.
Oh, I'm filling mine up.
Oh,
girl.
man,
about to
I'm
be
so
guzzling,
sorry.
girl.
I'm so sorry.
Can y'all make sure that y'all take
Yes,
like, screen grabs
right.
of this so I can post it on my Instagram story?
This just feels
Madison,
right.
it
This
very
feels
much
right.
does. Let me get it in frame, girl.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
You're
Am I
perfect,
good?
Madison. I was about to cheers
Okay.
to the computer screen, girl. You all the way up here, girl. Okay, cheers to the he and she of tea and all of our wonderful supporters. and
Yes!
friends. Cheers.
Yes. We love
We
you.
do.
Oh, you guys, that just hits differently.
Ugh,
Oh, it is crisp
that
on a
was
Sunday.
fresh
I
out
think
the
we might have just
fridge, girl.
revolutionized these things.
Woo!
Say, mine is like very chilled, very
Hello,
crisp.
Stephanie Flynn.
We have Brandy.
We see you.
Brandy's in here. Brandy said, I'm crying, epitome of true friendship, glow up together.
Literally.
And yes, I don't know how else to say it. You guys, it has been a glow up.
Oh, wow. I'd never had the champagne fresh out the fridge, girl. You know, we normally get it, and then we're sitting here like 45 minutes until it's time to bring it out.
It hits different.
Madison, girl.
It
I
hits
can't
different.
breathe, girl. No, I'm fine. It literally just took my breath away because it was so cold. I was kind of surprised. Ooh.
I know. Oh, wow. Thank you guys. I feel like I didn't need
really
that.
did need
I
that.
needed it.
I didn't realize. Thank you, you guys. Let me pop in the chat and let's just see what's going on before we skedaddle. Skedaddle-oodle.
Oh, Karina got the screenshot.
Thank you, Karina. Appreciate you. I see Brandy. Oh, Brandy.
So did Stephanie.
Oh, is my chat slow, Madison? Were you seeing the super chat from Brandy a while ago?
Oh, yeah. Well, I have it pulled up on my phone right here, and I just read it. But read
I
it
am
again.
so late on the chat.
Again.
Hi, Brandy. Epitome of true friendship, glow up together. Y'all, it must just mean that my internet is lagging. It's totally fine. I was wondering why. I saw it and I was like, wait, Madison just read that. Well, how did that happen? Alrighty, you guys. Are you ready to go, Madison, or do you want to stay longer?
Yeah.
I'm cool with whatever.
Whatever. This was so much fun. I'm so happy you
Of
had
course,
me.
Madison.
I mean, did I do okay on my first Green Tier chat?
Madison,
I
you're
was like
an
a little
influencer now. You were perfect. Obviously, it was a slam dunk.
Okay. Okay. Well, I was nervous. I was like, I don't want to mess up Courtney's screen share
No.
chat. This is his
No.
channel. I don't want to be
You were
embarrassing.
perfect and stellar. 901 Erica says we stand our king and queen. Jessica says cheers. Brittany got pictures. Y'all, I'm over here thinking for 12 weeks that the chat was slow because of the delay of the video, and it's literally just been my internet for 12 weeks being slow. So sorry if you've been watching this and I'm reading the chat and it's like several minutes later. I just realized what's going on. Okay, you guys, this has been another episode of a Kiki with Mimi. Thank you so much for joining myself and Madison today. We love and appreciate you guys like no other humans on the planet. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, check out Madison down in the description box below. Be sure to get your speculation, not confirmation merchandise down in the Teespring link down below as well.
Oh, I don't know why I was pointing up. I meant to point down. I was just getting excited. I was just like, yeah.
Fine.
Down.
Don't you guys forget that the world keeps spinning, and so shall you. And until Sunday, or unless we have an emergency Kiki, we will be seeing you tomorrow for me. Not tomorrow for Madison, but we will. Yeah. You'll see us together.
I'll see you guys
soon.
next week. Yeah, you'll see us together soon. We got plans, you guys.
And you're uploading soon, Madison?
Yes, I'll be uploading again next week. I took a break this week. I wanted to make sure that the voices that needed to be lifted, I wanted to make sure that Black creators, I thought their voices needed to be heard more than mine this week. And that is why I took the break. So I will be back uploading next week. But yes, it was not my week, you guys. It's not my time. I got to make sure other people are heard.
We'll support you next week, Madison. No worries.
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right, you guys. We'll see you next time, and